Hey guys, Triforce of Doom here, and wanted to just give a quick little New Year's update video thing. I posted a short update, like 2-tweet thread on Twitter, but figured it would be a good idea to actually give a proper update. I need to apparently turn TV. That is not where that glare was coming from. God damn it. I can see the glare on my glasses, and I hate it, and I don't know where it's coming from. Like, it's my laptop monitor, isn't it? It's probably the monitor. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, if you can't tell, this is very much an unscripted update, but I did have some bullet points in my head I wanted to go over. So, first off, countdowns. It's been a bit since the last one, which also, please, if you haven't, go watch it. I worked hard on it, I like it a lot, and it's still at less than 30 views, which is pain. But, seriously, I love talking to Smash trailers. That video was real fun to make and edit. But, on the topic of the countdowns, I do have a actually pretty massive project that does have countdowns involved planned. It's just gonna be in the works for a bit, so don't expect that to actually see the light of day for probably a few months, honestly, just because of all the shit involved with this project, because it is, it's massive. I'm just gonna say it's massive. I'll tease more about it later, but, aside from that, I also just need to figure out what other topics I want to do outside that project. But, the other big two notes before I mention that big project more are, well, two things. First off, I started doing video editing commissions, which mostly my friends have been commissioning me for for their stuff. But if you want to, hey, I do video editing commissions for $10 an hour. Just DM me on like Twitter, or if we're in the same like Discord server, try DMing me via that, and just opening with you want to do an editing commission thing. Yeah, that's just something I do now. Because, hey, money's a good thing to get. Helps with getting my own personal food supply and all that. But aside from the commissions, on the note of projects, there's actually two new different series that I've wanted to start doing at some point. One I have a name for. The other, not so much, mostly because of what would be a really good name another content creator who's way more popular than me already took. But basically, the first series, the one I have a name for, Lore Library. This is where I would put a logo up if I had commissioned someone for a logo yet. But, one thing I've wanted to do for a while now, because I love talking this shit, is, do videos about a lore video game series that I like. Which I was very much inspired by stuff like Thor Hero Arcade's fighting game retrospectives. This would be the retrospective part, minus the actual developmental history of the games, just talking about the actual in-game story stuff. Like, going in-depth on games and characters. And I might as well say this, the first franchise I want to do a lore library for is Guilty Gear. Because I've been loving that series for years now. And oh boy, when doing a massive in-depth dive into the lore of that series, be fun, and also last a good while on the videos probably, because it may not be BlazBlue insane, but it's still Guilty Gear. That lore gets crazy. But yeah, and as for the other series I want to do, I've gotten back into trading card games relatively recently. Like, I've always had an interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was like 7. But I've gotten back into, like, playing Master Duel and stuff, and I do have an IRL deck, I just need people to play with locally. But, the big game I've been getting into, as of last year, was the One Piece trading card game, because, One Piece got a trading card game, it's real fun, and I've wanted to do, like, a show-off of collection and doing, like, openings of boxes and packs every so often. And here's the tricky part. I want to do this. I don't know what to call the series, because one really good name I could have used is currently being used by Chucker Conroy, and obviously I don't want to just rip that title off. That would not be a good look. So I just need to workshop a title for that whole thing, but yeah, no, that's something I've legit wanted to do. I even had some failings of previous box openings I just didn't pan out for me personally. I'd have to figure out how to format that better. But yeah, like showing off the collection and all that would just be a fun thing to do. So yeah, that's something I want to do later, but I just need to, again, figure out a title for that and probably commission a logo. But, as with that stuff out of the way, let's talk about why my main channel's content has kind of slowed down lately. The big project I have planned! This is the project I've been wanting to do since like early last year. I just had multiple failed starts at it at first, just because of I get started on it, and then I don't do it for a bit, and then I feel like I need to start it over. But yeah, no, I started recording it this week again, and to fully, and am dedicating myself to getting some of it recorded at least once or twice a week, and just get this whole thing done. Because what this project is, while keeping it somewhat vague, because I want to make a whole trailer for it later, it involves a franchise that I have yet to cover, that I really should have covered long ago. And it is going to involve multiple countdowns and multiple Let's Plays, back to back. So you can kind of see why it's taking me a bit to make, because I gotta dedicate a lot of time to it. But yeah, no, this is something I've wanted to do for months, and I'm just finally getting back to starting to working on it. What series am I going to be covering? We're going to keep that a little bit of a surprise. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Man. But, yeah, so those are my so, like, I don't really have any big ETAs on these individual things, but, I will say, I did tease the Let's Play side of this big project at the very, very end of Persona 5 Royal, but, again, it's not gonna be... Yes, hi Shadow, you're very needy today, I know, you like to meow at me. You have food, you have water, I'm giving you pets, I don't know why you're being noisy. But, meow. But, I'll probably have, like, maybe a smaller Let's Play or two while working on that, if I find the time for it. Probably another Let's Play with Jeff that me and him have been wanting to do for a bit, but also I've been getting him through One Piece, so that's been what he's been in the mood to do whenever he comes over. So, not sure when that plan will happen. I also do have another collab LP that I've wanted to do for a good while with a good friend of mine from high school. Just, first time we tried that, the recording's fucked up, and we just haven't yet to get around to re-recording that, but I do have the game still, so, you know, there is that. Yes, wow, you're so needy. So needy. But yeah. So yeah, as a recap, Lore Library is something I want to do with Guilty Gear. I just need to get around to scripting that. I want to start doing stuff involving the card games I play. And I got my big project. Those are like the big three major notes. Oh, and again, I also do commissions. So again, if you're someone who wants a video editor, hit me up. So with all that said, this has been the Triforce of Doom. Peace out.